Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss Novel Frankenstein written by Mary Shelley. The video is divided into three main sections: summary of the novel, lessons in the novel, and the theme of isolation in Novel Frankenstein. Frankenstein tells the story of a scientist who succeeds in giving life to his own creature. However, the creation is not the perfect specimen as imagined by the scientist, but rather a horrific creature who is rejected by all humans and even by scientist Victor. Mary Shelley was an English novelist, short story writer, dramatist, essayist, and travel writer. She is best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein. She also promoted and edited the works of her husband, P.B. Shelley. Now let's go through a short summary of novel, and after that we will look into the lessons and themes, especially the theme of isolation in novel. Victor Frankenstein is a precious child. He is very intelligent and very quick to learn all new subjects. Victor delights in science and vows to study science. He started studying science at University of Ingolstadt. At university he met his professors Mr. Kramp and Mr. Waldman. He was a great student in university and desires a plan to recreate and reanimate the dead body. For this purpose, he uses combination of chemistry, alchemy, and all the scientific gigantic knowledge to make his dream reality. After giving life to his new creature, Victor feels guilty because the creature was not the perfect specimen as he imagines, but rather a hideous and horrific one, which is rejected by all humans and Victor. After staunch rejection, the monster declared war against all his enemies and he killed nears and dears of Victor. When Victor is harmed on various grounds, then Victor wants to take revenge and chases the monster through Europe and Russia. Victor nearly catches the monster near the Arctic Circle when Robert Walton discovers him. Victor is taken abroad to recover, but Victor dies. At last, monster appears, tells his story to Walton and disappears in the veils of darkness, never to be seen again. So this is the short summary of novel, in which we discovered that there are two major characters. One is Victor, scientist, and the second one is the monster, which is created by Victor. When a monster is rejected by society and even his creator, destruction happens all over. So in lessons and theme, we will discover the reasons of destruction. Frankenstein is the most well-known Gothic novel of 19th century. Lessons in Frankenstein. The novel conveys various messages. Shelley's most obvious message is that science and technology can go too far. Victor and all his near and dears met tragic end. It shows that man should believe in sanctity of human life. The novel illustrates that action have their consequences and we should not play God. It means that we should not do those actions which affect other people's lives, and we should not act as if we have unlimited power, because the consequences will be tragic, as we see in case of Victor Frankenstein. Further, Frankenstein conveys the message that monsters are not born as monsters, but the mistreatment of society made them so. As we see in novel, the creature was not born monster initially, but the constant rejection of society and mistreatment of society made him monster. Now let's discuss the theme of isolation in novel, which is the basic theme of novel, and it shows that how isolation is destructive. In novel we have Monster and Victor both were isolated in one or another way. The isolation in case of Victor is self-chosen, while Monster is isolated by society because of his horrific appearance. The isolation of Victor gave existence to Monster, while isolation of Monster turns him into enemy of all humans. Victor is isolated from his family and friends, which turns into creation of a hideous creature which is destructive for Victor and for all human. Monster is not enemy of humans, but when it is rejected by society and isolated by society, this isolation turns him into enemy of everyone, and he declared war against humans and his creator. So the novel overall summarizes the theme of isolation and describes that how isolation is destructive.